What's up, gang? I am Brian. Thanks for tuning into the channel, and be prepared. I am about to completely geek out on you folks. I love gadgets and knives and tools and little EDC items that I carry with me all the time. And I'm a huge fan of flashlights. I collect flashlights, and in fact, I'm about to build something to display all of them that I'm going to show you folks how I build. But I want to show you folks a brand new light that OLIGHT just released, and it is absolutely, I love it. I bought this myself last year. This is the Baton 3, and I carry this with me on every single camping trip that I go on. It stays in my backpack. It's got a little wireless charging case, 1200 lumens, tiny. It's got a reversible clip. You can stick it on your hat to create a little headlamp. But the fact that you can charge up this light with this case 3.5 times, you always have a light, and it is crazy bright. And again, I've carried this thing with me on every single camping trip that I have been on, and I use it mainly off camera, so you folks don't see a lot of it over on my main channel. But this Baton 3 Premium, I love it. And in fact, I usually always have my Baton 3 Pro Max that I bought and my Baton 3 Pro that I bought. So these aren't given to me. I truly do really like OLIGHT. OLIGHT has just released an upgrade to the Baton 3 that you folks need to check out, because there is going to be an absolute fantastic deal, and I plan on buying 2 or 3 of them. But they have just released the Baton 4 Premium, which I have right here, and I want to show you folks what this thing is, because it truly is a sweet little light. And with the deal right now that OLIGHT has going on for, I guess, Black Friday for this Baton 4 set, you really do need to check it out. So let's zoom in a little bit closer, and I'm going to kind of go over this light, and I'm going to tell you what the difference is between the Baton 4 and the Baton 3 kit. So stay tuned. All right, gang, so here is the Baton 4 Premium. Nice up close, fingerprints all over the box. But one thing OLIGHT does very well, and it might not matter to most people, is their packaging. So this is a really nice package, so it turns into a good gift, really. But little magnet closure right here. Flip this thing open, and there she is in all of its glory. But let's pull this out, stick that to the side, and then you're going to get another box with quite a few goodies in it, and a little thank you from OLIGHT. But inside this little package here, you get quite a few things as well. So you're going to have the recharging cable, a Type-C to Type-A. You're going to get a microfiber cleaning cloth. And this little guy is used to insert lanyards. So it's a tiny little hook, and you push it through and attach your lanyard to the end of that hook and then pull it through. But it's just pretty neat that they put that in there too. So really with OLIGHT, guys, it's hard to kind of go wrong with them. The fact that they're giving you a lifetime warranty on their products. So let's get this stuff out of the way. So this is the case here, guys. This is the rechargeable case that's going to be used to recharge this Baton 4 inside it up to 5 times. So if you have a full charge on your OLIGHT, which I'll show you in a second, that's one charge. This case will charge it up an additional 5 times. So with a fully charged case, a fully charged battery, you're going to get 6 full charge-discharge cycles off of this light. That's what makes this case so great, and it is USB-C rechargeable, so just plug in your cable right there. Now, right off the bat, you can probably tell one of the main differences between the Baton 4 and the Baton 3 case here is that you've got a little display of the amount of battery charge left in the case. The Baton 3 does not have anything. It is a little bit smaller, so the Baton 3's got around a 3700 milliamp hour battery in it that'll recharge up to 3.7 times on the flashlight. So it's a little bit smaller case. Baton 4 is a little bit bigger. But again, 5,000 milliamps into this thing, and I do love the fact that you can now check to see what the battery percentage is just by a digital display right up there in the front. So really cool little case. Now, when you open it up, let's pull out the goods. Put that to the side for right now. So here is the Baton 4. Don't let size fool you on this thing, because this thing packs a punch. It's got 1300 lumens on turbo mode, and that is more than bright enough to really do anything that you need, unless you're trying to look for something 5 miles away. But this tiny little light that fits in the palm of your hand, 1300 lumens is way more than enough. Now, also some of the differences between the Baton 4 and my Baton 3 here. Pull out my Baton 3. The button on it is actually metal. The on-off button is metal, where on the Baton 3, you got a little rubber button. And the other main difference is that on the Baton 4 Pro, you're gonna have some LED indicator lights on the side of the button that's gonna show your battery percentage, as well as how high or low your LED is emitting. So if I press this button really fast, you can see those 3 green LEDs show up. That is my battery. So the first green dot is greater than 60% battery capacity. If the middle green dot is lit up only, then you're gonna have less than 60 or more than 10%. And then this first dot here, if it's green, you have 10% or less of your battery. If it's red, then I believe you have less than 5%, and it's time to get this thing back in the charging case. Now let me flip it around to the other side, and if I press and hold, you can see those 3 LEDs. That is on max mode. If I press and hold again, that is on low mode. Press and hold again, that is on medium mode. Press and hold high. And then if I double click, it's gonna kind of flash, and that is turbo mode. The Baton 3 does not have any of those LED lights, and again, this is kind of the rubber button. But that's kind of the main differences in the two Baton 3 and Baton 4. But OLIGHT's got quite a few settings on it, on this light, different light levels, and they're very easy to get to. The user interface is very simple. So from nothing on, if you press and hold, you're gonna get what they call the moonlight setting. This is half a lumen, okay? And it's more than enough in a dark room if you don't wanna wake people up. This setting is perfect. I use it all the time in my truck camper at night when I didn't want to blind myself. But anyway, this is going to have 30 days worth of continuous runtime off of this setting. If you do need a little bit more light, press and hold and then let go. That's going to be your low setting, or 12 lumens. This is going to have 35 hours of runtime on that setting. Press and hold again. That's going to be medium, or 60 lumens. And this is going to have 8 hours worth of runtime. Press and hold again. Sorry, don't mean to blind you. This is the high setting. This is 600 lumens. You're gonna get 7 minutes of runtime on that. Then it will step down after 7 minutes to 300 lumens, and you'll get 72 minutes off of that setting. Now, you can double click from here, and that's your big setting. My camera's adjusting for that, but this is your turbo mode. This is 1300 lumens. This is gonna run for 1.5 minutes at 1300 lumens. Then it's gonna step down to 600 lumens for about 2.5 minutes, then step down again to 300 lumens for 73 minutes. So it's really easy to kind of navigate and to figure out, and once you have one OLIGHT, they're all the same. Press and hold to cut everything off. So I do like the user interface on these things. If the light is completely off, you can double click and it'll go straight to your turbo setting, okay? From off, you can triple click. And sorry about that, but it will be your strobe. Okay. And if you're afraid of putting this thing in your backpack and it actually cutting on accidentally, these are really easy to put in lockout mode. So to do that, just press and hold this power switch until you see the moonlight cut on and then cut off. Okay, now we are in lockout mode. It will not cut on by pressing that light. And to get it out of lockout mode, just do the same operation. Press and hold. That moonlight is now on, and it is not in lockout mode anymore. And another cool feature of this new Baton 4, guys, is that you can use this case and actually power the light. So if you've got the light in the case, you can press and hold this button, and you can see it's got the moonlight setting there, but if you press and hold again, it's going to gradually increase all the way up to the turbo setting. And then if you press and hold again, you can let go at any time, at any point of that dimming and brightening up of that light to where you want it. So it's not like when you have it out of the light, it goes from 300, 600, 800, whatever it is, 1200 lumens. This is a slow graduating up and down, and you can cut it off. Also, when you have this light fully on, I mean, it's not a big deal, but you can just simply press and close the lid and it cuts the light off. Now, where I find this to be probably the most useful scenario is that if you really are in a power outage and you have no lights, you can put this light in the case, turn on the moonlight setting, and set this on a table somewhere, and you're gonna get weeks and weeks and weeks of runtime off of that moonlight setting. Probably by the time that runs out, your electricity will be back on. Now, as a side note, with this Baton 4 case, it will work with the Baton 3. So you can stick the Baton 3 in there, and it will cut the light on and off. And it does the graduated stepping up and stepping down of the light output as well. And it works with, if you have a Perrin 2 or Perrin 2 Mini, it will work. However, this does not actually turn the Perrin lights on. It just simply charges it. So the case, you know, has quite a few little features built into it, but we're gonna stick the Baton 4 back in there and move on. All right, that is the Baton 4 Premium. I can't stress enough, guys, how much I like this light, and the Baton 3 that I've used extensively throughout the last year and a half. These Baton 3 Pros and Pro Maxes, these are just incredible lights. I really, truly do like Olight. I bought these myself, obviously, so if I didn't like them, I wouldn't tell you that. Now with that, I've told you folks in a lot of my previous review videos that I do not accept affiliations with other companies because I feel like it skews my review. However, since I bought these, I'm okay to tell you that I bought these off of my discount code. So I do have a 10% off discount code that you can use at OLIGHTstore.com for any item on that website that's not on sale, of course. So I use that code. I use my own code to buy these to get 10% off. And that's why I have accepted the affiliation with Olight, because I buy these. I just get 10% off. And that's why I want to give you folks my discount code down here, and I'll also put it in the video description, that you can use at any time. There's no expiration date, hopefully, but it's 10% off anything on their store. And this Baton 4 Premium, guys, $69.99 starting the 20th today is a fantastic deal, and it's not going to last long. It's going to go up to 100 bucks. You better believe I'm going to buy a couple of these myself, because these are awesome lights, keep in my truck, my home, and my backpack. You can't have enough. I think you guys would be a little shocked if I showed you just how many Olights I do have. You might think I have a problem. But also, one thing that you're going to get as a bonus if you do order this Baton 4 Premium Kit, the 20th through the 27th, they're going to give you a free little mini keychain light, the i3E. It's just a single twist turned on AAA battery, sticks on your keychain, super bright enough for anything that you would need for a keychain light, but it's a $10 gift, and they're just going to throw it in there for free. So it's just a pretty cool little deal that Olight's throwing out. But folks, feel free to please use that discount code this week, next week, or next year for 10% off anything in your OLIGHTstore.com order. And enjoy these lights. They're really good lights. So anyway, folks, until next time, we'll see you soon. Take care.